Good Tuesday evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett here in the King 5 newsroom. And after what was a cold, cool and wet day, temperatures were below average today. I got some great news for you. We got a ridge of high pressure that's going to build back in. Temperatures get above average on Wednesday, and Thursday could be the warmest day of the year so far. So enough about me. Let's take a look at what we got going on here. I want to tell you about something that happened earlier today. A few of my friends and I went out to the Windermere Media Cup 2025 at UW. Big thanks to the folks out there who help support that every year. We won $1,000 and we're going to hand that over to our friends at Northwest Harvest to help them with their efforts. It was a wonderful day, even though it was a bit on the gray and rainy side out there. Taking a live look, and I'm recording this just after 6 p.m. on Tuesday. It's real hard to see Mount Rainier, but as I mentioned earlier, it looks like we're going to get lots of opportunities to see some sunsets and the mountain itself. Speaking of sunsets, here's a look into the future. Bellingham very rarely fails to give us a stunning sunset. It was a bit on the gray side last night, but as you can see, those skies are starting to clear. A little bit of a chop on the water. In fact, that is a big part of our weather story. We do have some wind that's going to move through. I'm calling tonight the return of the warmth, and here's what we've got going on. Some showers that will linger into the overnight hours, and there's going to be some fog that'll form that'll be really slow to clear on Wednesday, but then once it does, that high pressure is going to let you know that it's fully in control by Wednesday afternoon. It's going to give us beautiful sunsets and once again some fantastic views of Mount Rainier. So Thursday looks like it could be the pinnacle of that, and temperatures, we're talking mid 70s, possibly some low 80s. 7-day forecast helping me to tell that story. Again, 62 is the norm for this time of year, so we'll bounce back up above that on Wednesday after those clouds clear. Thursday is just going to be a marvelous day. Friday is not bad either, and I wish we could take that into the weekend, but alas, we will not. A new system will move in that'll cool us down below average once again, with a few showers here and there. But if you're planning out your weekend, it looks like Sunday will be a pretty decent day, and then Tuesday we got some more 70s on the horizon as well. Observed temperatures across the region today were not warm at all. Now, once again, I think that number from Friday Harbor may be a bit of a anomaly. I don't think it was actually 67 there today. I think something stuck, and we'll have to go bang on that and get it fixed. In the meantime, Olympia got close to 60 today at 59. It was cool today in Quileute at 52, but our friends in Wenatchee saw some warmer weather, although they did see some wind as well, close to 70 degrees there. We picked up some beneficial rain in a lot of spots, especially in the convergence zone between Seattle and Everett, where, again, nothing phenomenal, but looks like, again, any beneficial rain we can pick up this time of year is always some good news. Port Angeles, Port Townsend, and Friday Harbor were once again rain shadowed. Here's a live look again just after 6 p.m. from our King rooftop, where the roof at T-Mobile will be closed tonight, but we do have a game. We got the Angels in town. It's the beginning of a homestand. If you are planning on heading out to the game or anywhere tonight, again, long sleeves are going to be required. We're talking about upper 40s and lower 50s, and we'll touch down right around 43 overnight tonight, and those winds that we're tracking should calm down as well. The rain that we're tracking, definitely calming down. We're seeing the rest of that system moving out of Spokane, where we did see a little bit of instability and some lightning, but for the most part, things are very quiet, just kind of cloudy and pushing some showers into the foothills of Snohomish County and up into the Cascades. A couple of colors on the map tonight. We do have a small craft advisory in place along the Strait of Juan de Fuca. That'll be in place until Wednesday morning at 5 a.m., where winds will be in excess of 35 knots. And then off towards Kittitas and Yakima counties, especially near Ellensburg, we will see some winds, and already have seen some winds that have been gusting in that 40-45 mile an hour range. That'll be allowed to expire tonight at 8. Here's what future wind gusts look like, and again, we're looking for colors. So you see those purples, that's where those winds are in excess of 40. By 9 o'clock tonight, things definitely starting to slow down, especially across Puget Sound, and then by Wednesday morning, it looks like things will become very calm, even off towards Wenatchee, as that high pressure builds back in once again. A few blips and blops of showers will be around overnight tonight, so yeah, the sunset will be kind of a muted affair, except for our friends in Bellingham. And then on Wednesday morning, the fog's going to be really slow to clear. In fact, this is right around midday, and finally over top of King and Snohomish County, we should start to see that mix out, and then the sun will come out. It's going to be a beautiful sunset on Wednesday night, and again on Thursday night as well. In fact, Thursday looks like it's just going to be a marvelous day, top to bottom, nary a cloud in the sky. Now, as we take a look at the big picture here, we put the GFS into motion. That's kind of our long-term storm forecast model, what you'll notice is that ridge of high pressure is big and it's dominant, but not big and dominant enough to keep the next system from moving in. So we'll stay in a pretty good place until Friday afternoon, and then that next system looks like it'll move in inconveniently on Saturday. Very different from what we saw last weekend. So expect a cool and showery day there, but by the time we get to Sunday morning, things start to clear out, dry out, and warm up again. And look, there's another ridge of high pressure. We're going to start to warm up all over again. Overnight temperatures tonight will be on the chilly side. Notice that a couple of spots will be hitting into the 30s again. Olympia, Chehalis, Shelton, you'll be in the mid to upper 30s. We'll see temperatures right around the freezing mark in Stevens and Snoqualmie Pass, and you'll find 30 overnight tonight in White Pass. Temperatures tomorrow will warm again, once again slightly above average. We'll see lots of mid-60s across the region. Gold Bar gets to 65, Enumclaw gets to 64, along with Bremerton and Paulsbo, and then down towards the south, slightly warmer. Olympia, Belfair, and Tenina will get to 67, and then way down south, Longview and Cowlitz County looks like it's going to get to 70 once again, and then the Olympic Peninsula, your results may vary. The closer to the coast you are, the cooler it will be, so 54s in Neah Bay, 55 in Ocean Shores. Looks like Shelton will start to warm up close to 70. Port Townsend, unfortunately, will stay in the 50s until Thursday, when those temperatures do warm back up once again. And again, we've been really blessed. We've seen a couple of days already that have been in the 70s, but it looks like Thursday could really be more like summer and a little less like spring. And it looks like we're just going to bounce back and forth. We cool down, we warm up, so there's more 70s on the horizon again next week. In the meantime, stay dry, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.